Welcome back, everybody. This is Marcus Speaks, and this is your host, Marcus. Today's episode deals with the B word. Now, a lot of stuff goes on, and shit happens, and the B word gets said out of either anger or out of celebration. You see, most girls. They talk to their friends as such, and they greet themselves with the word bitch every so often. And in some aspects, when men use the word towards other men, it's sort of in a derogatory manner or whatever, to show how another man is acting in a way, such as a bitch or so or whatever. But then we get into relationship aspects of it when a man is yelling at a woman or such and calls her a bitch. Now, all I want to know is, in some aspects it's okay, in some aspects it's not. So I want to dive deep into this conversation of the word bitch. Why is it that women can call each other bitch out of celebration or just out of good intent, but when men call women the B word, it's considered disrespectful? Now, I've personally, yes, I have used the word bitch in my life, and I have used it towards women. But we also have to sit here and think, why is it that we use this word? Because as we know, the definition of bitch is female, dog, wolf, fox, or otter. So why is it that we use this word bitch? Like, what's popular about the word bitch? Like, where did it come from? You know what I'm saying? And in certain ways we combine it with words, bitch slap or shit like that. So why is bitch a word that is used towards women? Where did it come from? Why did it come about? It's certain questions you have to ask. And most of the time, it overall describes within a short sentence. It describes how someone is acting, how someone is, how somebody, their personality. They act like a bitch, they're a bitch, shit like that. Now, I personally don't use it in a way to disrespect women or whatever. I try to go about it within the way of how women use it towards other women in a celebratory fashion. So I try to do certain things that gets me out of the hot seat when it comes to the word bitch. And as we know, the word bitch and the word cunt is two derogatory phrases that can incite, it'll incite a riot to the fact of how women react to it. But in certain ways, I've heard that the C word, cunt, is more disrespectful than the word bitch. So, what is it that we do that gives us the purpose of using these words? I can't really put my finger on it more of how a woman could describe it, of how she would feel if she was called that word. So you know, you know, we all see it in music and movies and in certain urban books and stuff like that. That the B word is used in certain shapes and forms. So, why is it that we're comfortable to where we use the word bitch? Because in certain environments, it's used. So I grew up in a rural town. It's more so kind of a farm town. Well, we have we have our urban environments, our rundown neighborhoods or whatever that has poverty. So I personally feel as though that certain words, along with the music you listen to, whatever you use throughout your life. So, be that as it may, bitch is one of those words. So, why is bitch one of those words that we use to describe certain females? I feel as though that the B word is very cognizant of how we feel about women. As men, if it's a certain type of woman that we feel is a bitch, we basically label it as she's a bitch, and that's it. Certain songs, Missy Elliott had it in a song. Certain rappers, it's in certain R&B songs. I've heard it in certain country songs. You see it in movies and stuff like that, as I said. So, this word bitch, what is it about it that makes us want to say it as much as we say it? And there's been plenty of things that has happened throughout the course of history that tries to get this word out of the realm of allowing men to call women bitches, and having females also call each other bitches. So we as a society, we have to sit here and think about our use and terminology of this word, because you call the wrong person a bitch, you can either get killed, you can either get well, I wouldn't say killed. I wouldn't say that. Let me not say that. You can get beat up or cussed out or something like that, because it's disrespectful. Some people don't play that shit when it comes to that word, and we have to recognize the detriment that it has on women and certain men. You call a man a bitch, or you tell a man that he's acting like a bitch, you will see an uprising within him that won't accept you calling him that word. Now, I can say that some men, yes, they are bitches and they act like bitches, and it's a whole lot of bitch assness that happens from a man, and we have to exercise that bitch out of us, because I can really contest to it that no woman wants a bitch ass man or a bitchy man or a bitch of a man. Like no woman wants that in her boyfriend or husband, because it's a turnoff at the end of the day for a woman to see a man act as if he's in a woman's place, which, in certain aspects we will say in a bitch's place or a bitch place. Like we personally, as men, we personally hate the fact that when we're arguing with a woman, that word comes out of her mouth, and also other words too. But you stick to the word at hand and what we're talking about. This word within a whole is it's fucked up, but us as an American society, we use it. And such as with black people, we use the N-word a lot towards each other, and to commandeer each other and stuff like that. And that's been in songs and movies and shit like that too. So what is it that we can do to, I wouldn't say stop using the word, but further understand the word? Like, me myself personally, I feel as though that I'll never stop saying it in certain ways, but I've used it towards women in the past as derogatory, but I can say as I've grown that the word, I'm seeing that the word in certain ways still holds its water, but it is losing its luster of how it makes certain women feel. Now, if you go in certain professional settings, you can see that most words aren't accepted to be used towards each other and stuff like that. But that's a different argument. But in retrospect, with the word bitch, I just want to know, as a man, how's it okay for certain women to use it towards each other? How's it okay for men to call women bitches in a derogatory manner? Like, what makes this stuff okay? Like, what makes it okay within the aspect and the auspice of the word itself? So that's my rant for today. I just wanted to put this out there because I've been thinking about this shit for a while, but also I would have to say that, and this is where I might lose some of you, it was a female that recently contacted me about my content and shit like that, and how she didn't like it. Now, okay, I personally say in every video, please like the video, please comment on the video, share it and shit like that. Okay, cool. So I'm giving you the option when I asked you to comment, to give either a negative review of how you feel about the videos and the podcast and the channel, and I'm also giving you the opportunity to give a positive one. So I'm not telling you which one to give. I'm telling you to give a comment that you see fit. So now, with her actions of how she went about giving me the negative commentary, it was pretty bitchy. So I personally feel as though that I struck a nerve with a viewer, and I'm personally not hurt by her her personal feelings of my podcast, which, is cool. No love lost. Please keep watching. If you see anything else that you don't like, please comment again or contact me on my social media. So, that's all I'm saying. I'm giving you the option to give me feedback. That's all. But don't give it in a bitchy manner. Just be like, all right, I just don't like the shit that you put out. It's pretty whack, stuff like that. Or, whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, it's still a channel that I'm trying to get my feet planted on. So that's that. This is the end of everything. Thank you for listening, everybody. Please follow me on the social media platforms that I have listed in the description box. Please share this with someone that hasn't or doesn't know about the channel or the podcast. And that's it. Comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon if you can. And this is Marcus Speaks, and I'm your host, Marcus. Until next time, peace.